tell me I can do this. There we go. I recorded because then I always forget and I don't have a copy of it. So thanks for joining us today here on Nosy Neighbors. Today we are talking to Candace Seitre. Been practicing, hopefully got that right. And we're going to talk about the Acton Children's Business Fair that's coming up here in Idaho Falls here in July. And then we're also talking about Acton Academy that's going to open up this fall. So we're super excited. By the way, if you love local businesses like we do, please like and follow our page, and please take a moment to share this video out. And so we can get more exposure, and we can get lots of exposure for all of our local businesses. And if you love real estate, like we do, head over to the Murdoch Manor and Company page and follow us. It is an amazing time in real estate. We are in a true sell high, buy low market. And if you think I'm not telling the truth, you need to talk to us, because it really is true. And we don't know how much longer that's going to last. So we'd love to talk to you. If you're not in your forever home, man, now is the time to talk about selling and buying. So, okay, so let's get started. Candace, thanks for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me.
From your beautiful backyard and our beautiful offices. No, I'm just kidding. So let's start out with, what is this children's business fair that's coming up? What is it?
Okay, so I mean, it's a marketplace event. So it's kind of like a farmer's market, but it's made up of purely businesses that have been started by local young entrepreneurs between the ages of 6 to 17 years old.
Wow.
So these are kid businesses. They've started them. Some of them had already started businesses, and some of them, they just wanted to participate. So they created a business to participate. So that is what it is. They are opening up for a one-day, marketplace event for the community to come down and buy their products that they put together.
Cool.
That is so.
That's
are
awesome.
These all local kids?
Yeah, so so we have a total of 43 children that are participating, and they've created 26 businesses, and all of them, so all of the children are from East Idaho, except for one child is coming all the way from Boise.
Wow.
Wow.
So what's any idea of, I mean, some people are going to think that's a lot of lemonade. But it's probably more than lemonade.
That's a lot of watery lemonade.
That's a lot of watery lemonade and watery Kool-Aid.
Yeah. So actually, they actually do an application, and all of this right from the get-go, we have the children do this as much as they can on their own. So they fill out the application. They start their business, they're making their product. We're wanting them to take ownership of this. And so when they submit their application, it actually comes in and they tell us their business idea. And then I kind of go through and we didn't want too many of the same thing. And I didn't have to do any regulating of that too much myself, because it was just a wide variety. There's like maybe 2 or 3 businesses that repeat like once. So there might be 2 snow cone places and 2 bath bombs, bath salts. But other than that, it's a wide variety. We've got, a different, we've got tie-dye to, one of the boys is designing patriotic hats, to artwork, to, like I said, bath salts, to food, all of that different stuff. So just a wide variety.
So, okay. So as we're getting started, when is this? How much does it cost? How do they attend, and who can attend?
Okay. So first off, everybody, please come down and support. It is free for the public. So we don't want to charge anything, because we want you to come and spend your money with the children. So free to the public. It's on July 10th. From 10 to 2 p.m. at Toffus Park, right behind the ice arena. If for any reason there's bad weather, we will be inside the ice arena. But
okay,
awesome. How do they?
26 vendors, you said.
What was that?
Yes,
26 vendors.
26. Yep, 26.
All
vendors.
kid invented, run, managed businesses.
Correct. Yep.
That is really cool.
So awesome.
Yeah.
So how do they have to? Where do they find out more information?
So we have a Facebook page that's called Acton Children's Business Fair, Idaho Falls.
And here.
There we go. Yep. And then we also created an event for this. And so where this is our first year, this will be an annual event. So if your child wanted to participate in it and they missed the registration deadline, come down and see what the kids are doing and then start preparing for next year. We're going to be doing this every year. And but then since this is our first year, the kids are really unaware of how many people are going to come. Are we going to have 100 community members, or are we going to have 1,000? And so they're really trying to get an idea for their inventory. So if you can go to our Facebook event.
So this right here is the page. So
Yep.
This is the page you're going to see, the Acton's Children's Business Fair, but the event, let me see, is there a way to click to the event?
Yes, there should be an event on there.
Right here. So you're going to go right to events probably, and there it is.
Yep. There it is. Yep. And then if you could just, respond to that, whether you're interested in going or definitely going, that's going to really help the kids kind of prepare. I know not everybody's on Facebook, but it will at least give them kind of an idea.
Gotcha.
The
So
cool
as
thing
of
on this is I'm thinking of my kids, who might not even think much about entrepreneurship, but for them to go there and to be around 26 other kids who are doing something, I mean, that does something to your brain. If you've got an entrepreneur heart, I mean, something like this is where you might be able to figure that out.
Right.
So that's
right.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we're an affiliate of there's over 500 of these fairs, the Acton Children's Business Fairs, just in the US alone every year.
Wow.
And so we're an affiliate of them. And every year with each fair they start, and then the next year it grows. And some of these events have hundreds of kids participating. And each year they just get better and better because they see what other kids are doing. It sparks idea. The competition kind of, side comes in, and they just keep improving and doing better and better at each year.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that every parent and anybody who has kids, we would love for a child to begin this and start that mindset of I control my destiny. And Chad and I are very passionate about this kind of a mindset is I am in control of my life by my actions.
Yes.
And I can do something. I can do something for myself, even as a kid.
Yep.
I can choose those things. So this is awesome.
Well, one thing with this is, even if a child doesn't want to be an entrepreneur when they grow up, there's lots of skills that they learn through entrepreneurship. So, I mean, just to see, even like I'm watching my daughter, just to see her self-confidence growing, and learning how to set goals and meet deadlines. And, just there's a whole list of the things that.
So is your daughter going to have a booth?
Yes, she is. And
what's she selling?
So I didn't push her. One of the things is we send an email specifically to parents, like, let the kids own this. Like you guys said, let the kids have the experience, and they may have failures, but they grow from it. And so I didn't push her to do it. And up until about a week ago, I didn't know if she was going to participate or not. I mean, she said she did. And so I signed her up, or she signed up, but she didn't know what she was going to do. And then now, so finally she, we were talking, and she did tie-dye like a year ago at a family reunion. And so she's like, you know what, I'll do tie-dye. And I thought, oh boy, that's a lot of work. And she's 6. And so, anyway, so yeah, she's been doing tie-dye, but she's not doing t-shirts. She's actually doing towels, pillowcases, and canvas bags. So like one size fits all, not having all the different sizes. So
smart.
Cool.
Awesome. So where does Candace, where did this all start from? Where does this come from?
So back in 2009, there was a guy in Texas, Austin, Texas. His name was Jeff Sandifer, and he's actually he was a Harvard professor, and he was a professor at the Acton MBA college, and he was unsatisfied with the public education, and so he went home and told his wife, we are either starting a school or we are homeschooling. And so they sat down and they just said, okay, what, like if there was this perfect modern school, nothing, not outdated, what would it be? And they sat down and they created a school that was in 2009, and it's called Acton Academy. And it has grown worldwide with over 300 campuses. And I just went through training there's one starting in Australia, the third one starting in Romania. So I am launching Acton Academy, Idaho Falls this fall. And so normally you would launch the school, and then the fair is actually in connection with our school. So every year we do a session on entrepreneurship and business. And because we don't have grades and like regular written tests, our students do performance-based real-world projects. So this would be what we call their exhibition. What they learn through that session, they would then go out and do this, this is their real world project.
Wow.
And
So what is the concept of that academy? What makes it different? What makes it that amazing learning environment? How does that work?
I've really tried to work on my sales pitch, because it's so opposite, like 180 degrees opposite of public school. And so there's so many things that I could kind of say, oh, it's different this way and this way. But I mean, overall, it is learner driven. So, driven by the students, but project based. But we want it to focus on real world, applicable things. And so, as they're learning about energy and stuff, they're actually doing hands-on projects and learning. And then it's multi-age. So they're working together, they're learning from older kids or teaching younger kids. It's just an amazing school. When I ran across it, I actually ran across an ad on Facebook, and I thought, I'm enrolling my daughter in this, not realizing that there wasn't one in Idaho Falls, and the closest one was in Boise. And so after about a year of trying to push it off, I just decided, nope, I need to bring this to Idaho Falls. At first it was like, I'm bringing this to Idaho Falls for my daughters and anybody else that wants this type of education for their child.
Wow. So if they want to know more about this, so this is opening this fall. You are opening the school this fall.
Yeah, so it's a micro school. So if our elementary studio was full, we'd have about 36 to 40 kids. It's multi-age. We will, I hope if we grow, to have a middle school and a high school within a year or two. But again, it's micro school. So we plan to keep it small. And, but yes, we start the Tuesday after Labor Day. So it's September 7th is our first day. They can go to our website to request like an information pack, or
is that right here? They just click this button.
Yeah,
this is
yep,
ActonIdahoFalls.org.
Yes. Yep. And then they can get information that way. And then they can do an apply for the school, and we actually do an audition process, because we really need, it really isn't a school for everyone. I mean, there's definitely a certain mindset, or a certain, we need to make sure that we all have the same goal in mind. And so we do a little audition process to see if it's a good fit for the family and if the family's a good fit for us.
How much does it cost?
So we are at $665 a month. And we are actually a year-round school. So we will start in September, and then we do 5 to 6 weeks. It's just called a session. So it's 5 to 6 weeks on, followed by a 1 to 2 week off. And then we have a short summer, mid-July through August. But yeah, so it's $665 a month, which is a little cheaper than like the other private Montessori schools around. But yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
How much time off during Christmas? Someone's going to think of that.
Oh, yep.
So we actually, the reason we did it, like the reason the school is like year round, we feel that it actually allows for more family time and more trips and stuff. So because we do 5 to 6 weeks on, and then you get like a full week to 2 weeks, then parents can,
Yeah.
plan for those bigger breaks rather than, oh, just a Friday off here or a Monday off here. We're actually a 4-day schedule with what we call a flex Friday. So Fridays, if it's not a mandatory day, but it may be a day that we do some fun activities or we do a field trip or something like that. But if the family's going to be away, it's not a required day. So it is more like, you could think of it as a 4-day. But yeah, we do a full week. So our first one is like a full week in October. Then we, have another one in November. Then we do have the regular 2 weeks off at Christmas time for the holiday break. And then, anyway, there's just a lot more breaks and they feel bigger. Yeah.
That's
Cool.
awesome. And so who is the instructors? How does that work? You said the classes are more ages together. How does that work? What instructors are there?
So, so we do have, a kind of a foundation in Montessori. There's lots of things that we've kind of changed, like they've changed about that. So we don't have teachers. We have what is called a guide. Because it's learner driven, you will never see a teacher up in front of the class lecturing or anything like that. That's not how we run. So we have a guide and we have one guide per studio. So, and again, because it's
one guide per what?
Per studio, like per school.
Okay.
So for the elementary, there's one guide, middle school, one guide. Yeah. And again, we're a micro school, so we're smaller. Like for this year, we'll probably plan on starting with just about 10 to 15 kids. We want to start small, get a good foundation, and then just grow from there. Anyway, like I said, because it's learner directed and the students are taking a lot of the decision making, a lot of the direction, they're doing that, then there's the guide there for support.
That's awesome. So creative. Every kid, I know every kid learns differently, and every personality, they just have different opportunities. And I think it's amazing. I love how we are seeing such a broadening of learning opportunities, where it doesn't just have to be either you're homeschooled or you're public schooled.
Right.
There's such an amazing broadening. I think that's awesome. Awesome.
So are you guys 100% privately funded, or is there government funds that help as well? Because schools aren't cheap.
No, yeah. So we're tuition based. So we are supported by that. We do not receive any government money because we're not a charter or anything like that. We are private, and we actually with the Acton model, we can't do charter because of our model. We don't believe in the state mandated curriculums or standardized testing. We just don't feel that those things really, provide effective information of what children actually know.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Awesome. Okay. So did we miss anything, Candace, about either the business fair or Acton Academy? Anything else we need to get out there?
So again, just with the fair, we're launching this before the school is coming. And so the deadline for registration has passed. So I know I've had parents reaching out wanting to sign up. We did have to cut that off just so that we could prepare. But at this point, bring your kids down, invite everybody to come down and support the kids so that they have a really good, successful year. And then start planning for next year if your kids want to participate, because we're going to be doing this every year and it's just going to grow. And for our first year to have 43 kids participating is huge. Some of these start with just 10 kids, and so we are just super happy about that result, and that there's, that many kids that are out there and wanting to try this. So
that's great. Awesome.
Well, education is definitely a labor of love. So thank you for, it's so much time and effort, and, it can many times be a thankless job, but, unless you work with the kids directly, and then that's what makes it worth it. So thank you for loving our community and the kids and being a part of this. So
it's awesome. Okay. One more time. We are on July 10th.
Yep.
From
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Perfect.
Right behind the hockey shelter.
10 a.m. to
Yes.
2
Yep.
p.m. And make sure you are going. I'm going to share this one more time right here. Make
And
sure.
while you're sharing it, I'd say go to actonidahofalls.org. You can learn more about school
Yes.
and kind of watch them because you're full this year. So
We are not full yet.
not full
No.
yet. Okay.
No.
So there's still time to get in if
Yes,
they
we
want to
do
get in.
have, because we're multi-age, we do have limited spots per age. So
Mhm.
we may have some restrictions as far as like, oh, we've already got 2 to 3 8-year-olds. And so that age group is kind of full. But so we still have spots open at this time.
Okay.
So reach
not
out
too
to
late.
us. Yep. And then because we're year round and we do sessions, even if, I know a lot of people are moving to the area, different things like that, we can take on students throughout the year too. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, not many educational things have their mission statement that showed just there where Jess is helping students discover their passion.
yes.
So
Yep.
I mean, that's cool to see that.
Yep. Their motto is to find a calling and change the world. And so, we want them to find their passion, what they're good at, so that they can change their world.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
great.
It's awesome. Okay. I encourage everybody jump over, you guys, if you're going to go to the fair, jump over onto the page, onto the event and hit going so that they know and get over there. I'm going to stop share. Thank you, Candace, for doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking to us about it. It's amazing. And what an awesome opportunity for our community. So thank you again. All right, you guys, it's coming up July 10th. Get in there, attend it, go support it, because we want more of these events coming to Idaho Falls for our kids. So the more they're supported, the more we'll see this kind of stuff happening. So thanks, Candace.
Yeah, we'll actually have a float in the parade. So, and
cool.
We'll have kids showing their products. So that's a little preview to what you'll see.
Cool.
Awesome.
So on Saturday. Awesome.
All right. That's fantastic. Thank you, Candace.
Thank
Again,
you.
the Acton Academy and the Acton Children's Business Fair coming up July 10th here in Idaho Falls in Taufus Park. All right. Thank you. This has been Jessica Cardin.
And Chad Murdoch.
Your Murdoch Manwaring Company, your local real estate agent, and your nosy neighbors keeping you
in the know.